Hi everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we will be building a 5-inch FPV drone. So we will be using a SkyStar's F7 stack. So in this stack we have a 60 ampere ESC, and then we have the F7 HD 4 Pro flight controller, which is also from SkyStars, and then we have four Zing 20 through 2306 2450 kV motors, and these are really good motors. These are very good in terms of performance and efficiency. And then we have Grip RC M10 GPS, and for the analog camera we will be using Runcam Phoenix 2 Pro, which is also very good in low light conditions. And then we have the Radio Master RP1 ELRS receiver, and for video transmitter we have this PDB TX800 PTX. This is also good and has a maximum transmission power of 800 milliwatts. We will be using the HJLRC Sector 5 5-inch frame for this build. At first I will start by doing this wire, the XT60 wire, which will connect to the battery, and I have to solder this with the ESC pads. Okay, you can see here the ESC says one positive and one negative. So this one will be the positive terminal and this will be the negative. So first I will solder the wires like this. The red one is positive and the black one is negative, and then I will solder this capacitor to this terminals like this. So our capacitor has one indication like this, you can see here. So this says that this wire is the negative terminal of the capacitor and the other one is the positive one. So we have to solder it accordingly. Okay, so first I will tin the tip, and then I will tin the wires. So first I will heat up the wire and then I'll gently feed some solder into it. You can see it is absorbing the solder, and I'll leave that. So 1 minute, I'll show you. You can see this is just a minute. This is one shiny solder layer is there, so you have to solder like that. And then I'll solder this one. Black wire. First I'll heat up the wire with the iron, and then I'll feed some solder in it. Yeah, nice. And then I'll put some more solder into the ESC. Then zoom in. Yes. First you have to heat the pad up a bit. You can see the solder is now flowing, and then I'll feed some solder into this. You can see the shiny layer. That means the soldering is good and there is enough flux into it. Similarly, I'll heat up this negative terminal. Like this. Right? And now I'll just solder the wires. Turn this and so
First solder the negative terminal. Yes. So I'll heat the wire up using the thicker part of the soldering iron like this, and we start to flow. You can see shiny joint here. Focus. You can see the shiny joint. That means this is a really good joint. It will not come up when you crash or anything like this. Okay. Similarly, we'll solder the other pad, the positive terminal. Just a minute. Then I'll hold it like this. Heat it up. You can see the solder flowing. I think that is pretty cool. I'll just check once. Yeah, everything is nice. So just a minute. Yes, you can see the shiny joints. Okay. So now I'll solder the capacitor with it. First, I'll put some solder into the terminals. And hold it like this. Feed a bit shoulder. Just okay, so this one has attached, and similarly I'll solder the positive pad, positive terminal. First, let me try this. Yep. So this is joined nicely, I'll say. So you can see there is also some flux going here and there. So I'll just clean this up using some alcohol. Just spray some alcohol into it. Just the extra flux and I'll use some cotton to dry this thing. Cotton or tissue, anything will work. Yes, yes, it is isopropyl alcohol. So I'm cleaning this extra flux off because it may cause a short circuit if there is too much flux into the circuit, and it may also corrode the circuitry in for a longer period of time. Yep. So now I'll put this thing into the frame and solder the motor wires to the motor terminals. I'll put the ESC like this, going into the four screws, which is dedicated for the stack, like this. And now I'll solder the wires with this motor terminals. Yes. So now we'll solder the wires with the ESC. So first I will pin the pads, and then I will put solder into it, and then I'll heat up these pads and apply a bit of solder to each pad. Okay, like this, not too much, only a little bit of amount. Okay. So I think there is some flux into this pad, that is why it is not soldering properly. What happened is that there was a thick layer of flux into this pad, like above this pad, that is why it is not catching the soldering wire, like the solder. That thing can also happen. You have to just wipe the layer of flux off. You can see the smoke coming off, that is because of the flux. Okay. So now I'll attach the wires. Okay. Putting it like this because the wires will get with protection, or it will go inside of the screws. So I think this is good enough. Yeah. So similarly, we'll solder the other three motors. So 4 motors are soldered properly. You can see here this ones and these ones. So you have to make sure that these doesn't come off when you pull like this. Okay, and yeah, and you can also check like closely if the two pads are touching each other or not. Okay, it should not touch each other. So if you try to do this with a multimeter, so like you can see here, these are not touching each other, these two and others also. So you have to make sure that. So if you want to check this using a multimeter, it will not work because these are the copper like winding wires of the motor, so these are basically connected with each other, these wires. Okay, so it cannot check the shot using the multimeter like. So now we'll connect the flight controller with the drone. So first let me put the stack like the flight controller on the top of the ESC like this. Okay, and I have to connect this plug into the ESC. So just plug that first, then just a minute. Just a minute, I'm doing it off screen. Yep, so I've connected that. You can see the plugs are connected now. Yes. Okay. So I'll put the flight controller on the top of the EC, and now we'll solder the electronic components. I have this GPS here. You can see it has like total 6 soldering pads. So first I'll solder the wires into these pads. Then I'll connect this to the flight controller. So your components might also come like this way, like this GPS. So where you have to solder into these tiny pads, and it may also come with a plug where you have to just plug it in. So as you can see here, zoom in. Okay, so there are text written here beside these pads. You can see the first pad. This is G, that is for ground. Then the other one is V. Then the one is, I think, T. T, right? Yes, that is for TX. Then the one is RX. So these two are for URT. Then there is L and A. So L stands for SCL and this is for SDA. So this is for the magnetometer. Yeah, just connect the wires. And do the so I have wired this these two are in. Then I'll solder the TXRX green and yellow. The yellow one, the RX. Then there is CL. And then there is SDA. I just put that shoulder. Let so now we'll twist the wires like this, so it will reduce any electrical noise that may come with the wires. So always you should always twist the wires like this. You can see here. Okay. And so we can see these are not touching with each other, that's why we're not performing any short check. But if you have any doubt, you can always do a short check before this, after this soldering. Okay. This one is the ground, and this one is V. Can you see it is written here? Let me put it this way. When you see this is G, then the next one says V. This one, then the one says T, R, S, D, S, C, L, like this. So we have soldered the black one to the ground, then the red one to the voltage, which will accept like 5 volts, and then I have used this green and yellow wire for TX and RX. Then these two wires for I2C, like for the magnetometer. So this one is like kind of standard, I will say, the color standards. So you can do it randomly, but you have to check the other ends, like when you will be soldering the other ends of the wire with the flight controller, you have to connect them accordingly. So that is why you should always like solder these using the color standard. Okay. So when I'll be soldering, I know that the black one is ground, red one is voltage, then the green and yellow is TX, RX, and the white and this is purple. This one is for I2C. So that is why I put them in that way. So okay, let's start with the GPS. Okay. So now we'll solder the other ends of this GPS to this flight controller. So okay, so first we clean the board first a bit. In this image you can see I'm sharing image also, like in the presentation form. You can see this is the wiring diagram for the flight controller. We have to follow this one for the wire connections. Okay, so yeah, let's continue with the GPS. So you can see like this one is the 5-volt pad for GPS, yes. Then this one is ground, then we have TX, then RX, then there is SDA and SCL. So we'll connect our GPS accordingly. Okay, so the pads are tinned up good. Yes. the shoulder is removed. Yeah. Perfect. So then connect the ground wire. Good. Then we have this is TX. Okay. So TX will go to the RX of the GPS. So we have connected the RX to the yellow wire. So okay, and then the nice. These are connected really good. So yeah, and then I'll connect the I2C wires. So what is next? That is SDA. So SDA is the white one. Connect the white one. Just shoulder into the wire. I think the wire is large, so I'll cut it a bit. I'll just see the just a bit. You can see the tip of the white wire is too long. Like I put it like this, it will be open for a larger area, so it can cause like shorts. So I'll cut this a bit and gently shoulder it. Nice. Then I'll shoulder the SCL wire. Just a minute. Yeah. So these are shouldered really good. So I'll now just twist them a bit and leave it like this. So the GPS is connected, and now we'll connect the other things. Okay, but just check one thing. If everything is getting power or not, I'll just connect the battery once with this connector, the XT61, and if everything is right, so the LEDs inside the flight controller will light up, and if there is any short, so smoke may come out of our drone. Okay, so we have to be careful. We have this camera here, and we have 3 terminals here. You can see red one is for 5 volt, then we have ground, then this yellow one is for analog video signal. So the video signal will be coming through this yellow wire, and we have another wire here, you can see. So this is basically for camera control. If we want to control the ISO or shutter speed or the other parameters of this camera, so we can change that using this wire. So there is another circuit also to do that, so I'm not showing that one right now. I'm just simply showing you this connection, and it will work properly in the default settings, but if you want to tweak them, you can do that also. So I'll connect the camera with these pads. Okay, So you can see here these pads are there. It says 5 volt. Can you see? Yes, I think you can. 5 volt ground and cam. So these text is for these pads 5 volt ground and cam. So I'll connect the camera to these pads. Okay. Yeah. Let's start. Right. So what I'll do is I'll put some fresh solder into the pads. Yes. Now we'll just connect the camera. Okay. First I'll connect the yellow wire that is for cam. This. And then we have ground. And then connect the power wire. Okay, so this is good. I'll just twist them. Yeah. So our camera takes input voltage of 5 volts. So that's why I've connected it to 5. And if your camera takes 10 volt or 12 volt, you can like attach it to the 10 volt or 12 volt pad in your ride controller. Okay, so it is connected and this goes. So just a minute. So we have this video transmitter and the video receiver remaining. So I'll quickly connect them also. T1 R1 5 volt and ground. So I'll connect that to these pads only. And if I rotate this easier for me. With the I'll start with the T1. This one, this pad. So this will go to the R1 or I'll say RX of the receiver. So you can see we have this receiver, and you can see we have this wiring where RX is loaded it. Let's see right now. So RX is the white wire, then TX is the green, and then we have 5 volt red, and the ground is the black. So I'll connect the white one with the TX pad of this ride controller. Okay. Then the TX of the receiver will go to the R1 of the ride controller. Just wait. Okay, fine. Clean the tape. So shoulder into the tape. Okay. And then I'll connect the 5 volt. and the ground one. Yeah, so these are connected, as you can see. So this one, okay. So you can see there is no short here. It means this is good. Okay. So I have connected our receiver. We push the wire up. Here the receiver is connected, and then the remaining is the. So let me check once if the receiver is getting proper power or not. Yeah, you can see the LED in the receiver is flashing green. This one is here. That means everything is right. So next, I'll just connect the video transmitter. Okay, we have here 4 wires to this video transmitter. Okay, so this one is like PDB TX800, this video transmitter, and you can see there are 4 wires here. This is basically for the red one for power, then ground, then the yellow one for video signal, and the green one is for UART. So this is only not UART, I'll say this is one. This is IRC tramp. So this is one protocol. So in which you can control the video transmitter through the flight controller. So this is basically, you can understand, this wire is for controlling the video transmitter. Okay, like this, and first I'll solder the 5-volt pad. So I'm soldering this one. So this is one 5-volt pad. So I have like preferred it in the image, and the other wires I'll connect here. Okay. So now I'll connect the VTX wire. Okay. This one is the video wire, and this will go in this pad. This, yeah, and then the this wire will go to this pad, the TX6 pad. Okay, I think this is good. So let me just check once. So one thing you have to notice is, before powering on your like video transmitter, you have to always connect the camera, because the camera, sorry, not the camera, this is the antenna. Okay, so if we don't connect the antenna with the video transmitter, so it will not be able to emit all the energy in form of radio waves. So our video transmitter may get fried. So that is why we need to first attach the this pin of the so this is the antenna, and I'll connect one antenna to this port also. Let's check this. Okay, so now I think we can power it up to check if everything is working or not. So just a minute. Okay, I have Yeah. So everything is connected properly. So now let me power it up. Okay. So everything lighted up properly. Show you. Yes, you can see here. So the flight controller LEDs are also flashing, and the GPS one is also lit up. The ELRS is also getting powered, the receiver, and you can see the video transmitter is also like working properly. Okay, so everything is right. So I'm using the connectors for now because I am not giving power to this, and I twist the wires to reduce the electrical noise. And so yeah, first I'll fix the flight controller using some nuts here, like this. So you need to do this by hand because if you use any tool that can like hit any electronic component in the circuit, so might get damaged. So you need to do this with your hand. One more. So you can see we have attached the nuts. Okay, so now our flight controller will not like go in any place. It will get in a steady position. And so now what I'll do is fix the camera, then I'll fix the video transmitter. So okay, so there are some 3D printed parts for camera mount. Let me bring those one. Okay, so these are the 3D printed parts that came with the frame. So this will help the camera mount to the frame. So this will go inside like this and this frame. So go inside of it. Yes, and this will go inside like this. Okay, let's see. I've inserted them inside this aluminum thing, and now I can attach the camera. Where's the camera? Okay, so yeah, our camera will go inside like this, and we need to use some screws. These ones, the smaller M2 screws, and these screws. Okay, fine. So we'll require Allen key like this, and then we'll attach the camera. Okay. So just a bit. Hold like this. Okay. So this side. Okay. This side also we'll align the holes and the screws. So I'll tight the camera with a little bit of front tilt angle. So you can see here, like if I put the frame this way, so camera is tilted a bit in the upward direction. I don't know if you can see or not. Like the camera is not totally horizontal because we'll fly FPV. You can see, right? The camera is a bit tilted upwards, so you can tilt like 10 to 15 degrees as a beginner, but you can go up to 25 or 30 degrees as per your requirements. So yeah, so this video transmitter came with a casing like this. So this one is basically a heat sink kind of thing, and it also protects the electronic parts. So it will go thing like this. Just a minute. Yeah, I think it will go like this. Yes. And let's see here, like this. And we'll screw this into the frame. Screw it like this. You can see we are putting it like this, and our frame has some mounting holes for the video transmitter. So I'll just attach them using some screws and nuts. Just a minute. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. As you can see, I have attached the screws like this in the back position. So I have only attached these two. So you should always attach the other tools also, but I am not doing that. Okay. And so our video transmitter is attached. So we'll just connect this antenna. Just like this. Yeah. So I'll just connect the antenna connector. This one, this. Okay, so looks nice. So we could rotate this one. This one. No, it will not be ready. Just a minute. The wire is a bit twisted. So I'm trying to straighten this up, but I think okay, should be fine, I guess. Okay, so our antenna is connected also, and yeah, so the remaining is the ELRS one and the GPS one. So we'll have one GPS mount for that, and the receiver will sit in somewhere like this or in any place. Okay, so let me have the top plate and quickly assemble this one. Okay, this one, the top plate. Just really quickly attach this one to this one, and so we don't have any like 3D printed mount for this frame right now. So what we'll do is just zip tie this one to the top of this like this, or I think it will be better in the front position if I put it like this. Okay, so I'll put it like this, and I think we're fine. Okay, so let me align this one. I think this will be good enough like this if I put the antenna like this, and just twist the wires. It should go like this. Then the antenna, you can see what I'm doing, right? And then everything is looking fine, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. The GPS one, this will go like this. I think I should twist this up like this and can attach like this. Okay, I think that should be fine. Okay, yeah, so just attach this one really quickly. So I've aligned everything up, so now I'll just screw the top plate. This I think I'll need some more screws. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this one is done, and the two screws are remaining. That's them also. Then I have to connect this. Place this GPS like this. So I'll just zip tie this one. Let me have a zip tie. So you can see this GPS. There's an arrow facing the forward direction. So inside this, there is one magnetometer. That is why we have to align this properly. If we mount it like this, so the arrow is facing the backward direction. So the flight controller, it will be confusing for a flight controller to like understand which is the forward direction of our drone. So we have to put it like this. So the arrow should face the forward direction and just apply this one. Okay. Okay, and this will be fine. Okay. Yeah, so our build is ready now. You can see the antenna is going out here. This is the receiver antenna, and then we have our video antenna. Everything is looking good. We have to also make sure that no wire is coming out, because the propellers can like catch the wire and everything. I think I may say that like cut the wires and bad things may happen. Okay, so let me just check once again if everything is working not or not. Yeah, everything is looking good.